Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Hoopa from Pokemon. So we're going to start with the face. I'm going to have the body sort of tilted to its side, holding one ring on one hand and then with an open hand on the other. So let's start with the face with the eyes. Eye on the left, we're going to draw the upper eyelid, starting from the top and curving down towards the center of the face. From here, let's draw in the bottom of the eye. So on the left here, I'm just going to step in a little bit, just draw a curve coming down to the bottom of the eye and then coming back up to that point. Up here, I'm just going to draw a little curve just to show the sort of the brow, and then we'll draw in the pupil and the iris. So up here, we're going to leave a little space on the side, draw a little curve, almost like an oval, just tucked in underneath the eyelid. And then right in the center here, I'm just going to draw the pupil, which is like a small little oval inside. Let's go ahead and draw the eye on the right side. So we're going to basically take that and just flip it over. I'm going to leave quite a bit of space in between. I'm going to draw a curve for the upper eyelid, like I did here. And we're going to draw that little hook on the end for the brow. On the end here, I'm going to draw a curve for the bottom of the eye. So we're going to curve down and back up. And again, we're going to leave a little space on the end so it sort of overlaps there. Over here, we're going to draw the iris. So over here, I just want to tuck this in over on the side of the left eye. So it's going to curve around like this. We're going to draw that small pupil, it's a little oval, like so. And then let's draw in the cheeks. So there's two circles that are tucked underneath the eyes. So right underneath the eye on the left, I'm just going to draw a circle, just tucked underneath, and on the right, I will do the same thing. From here, let's draw the mouth. So I'm just going to draw a curve from left to right, just underneath the eyes. So from here, we'll curve around, and then over here on the right, I'm just going to curve up. This is going to be just for the top lip. And we're going to draw a big open mouth. So from the end here, I'm going to curve down to the bottom, and then we're going to come up and just let it overhang just underneath the upper mouth there. And then for the tongue, I'm just going to start on the left side of the mouth and just curve down towards the right. Now that we have the inner parts of the face, now we can figure out how big to make the head. And the head sort of looks like almost like a football shape with the ends cut off. So I just want to locate the side of the heads from just on the side of the eyes and just curve above the eyes here. So on the left side, just about here, I'm going to curve up to the top of the head and then curve down on the right. Over here, I'm going to curve around to leave space for the horn. So I just want to curve inwards, curving in and then down. From here, I want to curve over to the right side here. So I'm just going to put a little point right there. From the bottom here, I'm just going to curve down and around the mouth. And I'm going to go up and sort of meet up with that point that I just drew. From here, I'm going to just almost draw a straight line, but with a slight curve outside of it. Now this is where the horn's going to get tucked in here. Let's draw in the horn on this side. So from this point at the top, I'm going to curve up to the top of the horn. Just like that. And from the same point, I'm going to curve down to the bottom. I want to make sure that I make it quite thick as I come down. From here, we're just going to trim out this area here. So with this curve, I just want to draw a curve around it. Evenly spaced out. Goes around like that. And on this side, I just want to draw a little bit of it. So over here on the top right, I just want to curve around just to show indication of the side there. Now I'm going to draw the horn on this side, but I'm going to draw a ring sort of hooked onto the horn. So at the top here, I'm going to do a little curve going up, and I want to make sure that I sort of follow this flow going to the top of the horn there. Over on the bottom, I'm going to curve up, and I'm going to overlap these lines with a slight curve. It goes around like this. Now this will be the edge of the ring. On the side here, I'm going to curve up and just kind of come around and just loop around those ends like that. So this looks like a little hoop around the horn. From this end, I just want to make sure that I sort of have the right sort of space and size here. So up here, I'm going to imagine the size of the horn going up, and then the side of the horn coming down to this point here. So it kind of flows in behind this hoop. It goes up like that. Okay, so we got the basic parts of the face. Let's get into some detail. So under the chin, there's a strip that goes underneath the mouth. So on the side here, I'm just going to draw a curve that goes around and then just meets up on the right side like that. And then there's a circle, or a ring, I guess, in the center of the head. So right in between the eyes, just up here, I'm just going to draw a little circle and then make that sort of thick inside. Along the top, there's some ridges, some detail. So up here, I'm just going to go up. I'm just following the sort of same contour as the top of the head here. So from here, I'm going to go up and then down. Sort of like an upside down V. Curve up. Just above the ring here, I'm going to go up and come down at an angle. And now this is going to sort of vanish off as it gets to the side on the right. So it's just going to taper out at the top there. Let's go ahead and draw the hair on top. So I want you to sort of imagine a big circle at the starting point here, but there's an open end on this side. So I'm going to start in the center of the head, and I'm going to curve around. Just kind of leave it like that. I'm going to go up and do an overlap and draw a curve coming down. And then from here, I'm going to draw the tail end of the hair. So from here, I'm going to curve up and down. From this tip, I just need to curve back and tuck this in behind the head there. Okay, so we got the head. Let's get into the body. So the body, essentially, almost like a little pod with a little tail sticking out of it, but in the center, there's this giant V that overlaps everything. So we want to draw everything that overlaps before we draw the things in the background. So if I mention the center of the body here, I'm going to draw a point for the top of the V. From here, I'm going to curve up and up towards the head on the left and right side. From here, I'm going to round out the corners. Just round them out. Now this I want to bring down to the bottom of the V. So I'm going to make it a little bit thicker as I come down. So from the top here, I'm going to curve into that point, and I'm going to curve up on the right. Now on the ends here, I just want to create a little separation by just drawing a little curve on both sides. Now from here, I want to draw the neck going down to the bottom torso. Now the upper torso is quite small, so on the left side here, I just want to draw a curve tucking in behind this V, and then it's coming out on this side. I'll do the same thing on the right. Just two curves coming down. I'm going to connect those 2 points with a curve. Just curving around. Like this. Now we want to make it look like the body's sitting inside a hoop. So up here, I'm just going to step up a little bit. And then just curve all the way around the body. Just loop all the way around like that. Now from here, this body, almost like a bowling pin, kind of curves around at the bottom here. So imagine this curve coming down at the bottom, and curving back up behind the ring. From here, I'm just going to draw a little separation piece down here. So I'm just going to draw a curve like this. Now from here, let's draw on the tail. So from here, I'm just going to step over a little bit, and just draw a curve. I'm going to go to the other side. Now I'm going to do a curve, but I'm going to go around this point here to the tip of the tail. So starting at the tip, curve all the way around, and back up. Now I want to make sure that I get the same space from here to here as I do on this side here. From this tip, I'm going to curve in and just tuck that in underneath. Okay, so we got the body. Let's get into the arms. So this side, I'm just going to have the hand just sort of standing out. So I want the hand in this angle here. So I'm going to start with a little nub. So from the bottom here, I'm going to curve up, sort of like a backward C. From here, I want to find the center point, and then I want to curve 2 lines going to that end. Now from the corners here, I just want to curve out 2 equal-sized curves, and then connecting those 2 points again with a curve. Now from the ends here, I just want to draw another little ring that goes all the way around and loops back. From here, I'm going to draw a larger one. So I'm going to go back to the ends here, just draw a nice thick ring that goes all the way around. Now for the hand, basically like little mitts. From here, I'm going to curve up. I'm going to curve back in, making it thicker as I come back. And then from this point, I'm going to curve in the opposite direction with a short little curve and tuck that in underneath there. Now for this arm here, I'm going to have him holding the ring. So I'm going to have to think about where I want to locate the hand first. So here, the hand actually overlaps everything. So I'm going to locate the hand right there. Let's draw in the mitt. So I'm going to go to a point with a curve, and in the opposite direction, I'll curve in that way. Let's draw the end of the glove. So up here, I'm going to curve to connect those 2 points. Now from this point, I can draw in the hoop. So I want the hoop to be quite large. I'm going to start by drawing the inner part of the curve. Right up here, just on the bottom of the glove, or the top of the glove here, I'm going to curve up to the top of the ring, and I'm going to bring this down, curving down. Now I want to make sure that I have roughly the same space, so the hand is actually in the center of the hoop. I'm going to curve this around and back up. So you can imagine that this curve is going to connect with the top part there. Now all I want to do is take my time and just make this twice as thick. So I just want to go around, and you can start pretty much anywhere you want, wherever you're comfortable, and then just trace around. Just make that ring thick, all the way around like that, and then back up along the bottom so that's not too bad. And then from here, I'm going to draw in the rest of the hand. So here, I'm just going to draw a curve. This is for the thumb, the end of the thumb. And then the rest of the hand, starting up here, I'm going to curve around and then just tuck this in behind the ring. Let's draw the ring that goes around the hand here. So this is going to be quite large, so I'm going to have to start up here, curve behind that ring, and then continue on back here. Curving around, and then behind the ring again, and you'll probably see a little bit of it right there. And then we're going to draw in one of the parts down here, so you'll probably see a little curve like this. And then we're going to draw this base here. It's another thicker but smaller curve. And then the little nub, I'm just going to draw a curve going up and down, then down and up. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Hoopa from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like and share this with your friends. And be sure to check out our Pokemon playlist. I have a ton of characters in there. I'm adding more every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.